Good day everyone, my name is Alpahar Ali and today I'm going to discuss the first video for Literature 7, which consists of 4 topics: the traditional criticism, formalism, literary critical theory, and structuralism. So first is, what is traditional criticism? Traditional criticism is above all criticism. It was used throughout the world in different countries and cultures, such as in Asia and Greece. It has been around as far as ancient times. It was mostly used in describing arts and poetry, such as Shakespeare, but evolved to the various literary criticisms we see today. Traditional literary criticism evaluates an author's biographical information, their culture, background, and history, to analyze how the author's life shone in the work, in which author may choose to include events, people, or places to serve as influences in their literary work. The author may also include their characteristics, thought, and emotion. Traditional critics also feel that it helps people to be familiar with an author's past works, if there are any. They have determined that every writer has a unique style, a certain way with prose or structure that makes him or her different from everyone else. Is the formalism. So formalism compels readers to judge the artistic merit of literature by examining its formal elements, like the language and the technical skill. Formalism favors a literary canon of works that exemplify the highest standards of literature as determined by formalist critics. New criticism. New critics focus on examining the formal and structural elements of literature as opposed to the emotional or the moral elements. So poet T.S. Eliot and critics Clint Brooks and John Crowe Ransom pioneered the approach in the mid-20th century. The third one is the literary critical theory. It is a tool that helps you find meaning in stories, poems, and plays. Critical theory has different meanings for different writers. As critic, it is usually considered to be a critic of modernity and the developments and institutions associated with modern society. Critical theory is usually more closely associated with a group of theories called the Frankfurt School. It was launched in 1937 by Max Horkheimer, the director of the Frankfurt Institute of Social Research. So Marxism is one of the formal theory, since Marxism provides a critique of capitalism and modernism. Marxism embraces modernity, and Marxists argue that one of the main problems is that capitalism puts fetters on the progressive force. So Marxist criticism is an approach to the theory and literary commentary that questions society and culture. And the last one is the structuralism. It is an intellectual movement that focuses on the underlying structures behind language and culture. Between the late 19th and the mid-20th centuries, structuralists wanted to bring science back into the analysis of culture and language. Structuralism is a movement, and this movement emerged from the theories of language and linguistics, where it looks at the underlying elements and structures in culture and literature that can be used as a channel to further interpret the surface meaning of a text or data. And post-structuralism is an intellectual movement from France during the 1960s and 1970s that challenged the belief instable of unchanging meanings and identities. Post-structuralist questions the simplicity of structuralism. For post-structuralists is the idea that language and culture were constructed by humans actually presuppose their unpredictability and the vulnerability to bias. To sum up all the topics for video 1, the first is traditional literary criticism. Traditional literary criticism encompasses various historical approaches to analyzing literature. It often focuses on understanding the author's intentions, historical context, and the works or the moral or the didactic aspects. Next is the formalism. It emerged in the early 20th century and emphasizes the intrinsic elements of a literary work, such as its form, structure, language, and style. Formalists believe that the meaning of a text lies within its formal features, independent of external factors like authorial intent or the historical context. The third one is the critical literary theory. It's a critical literary theory refers to a broad range of approaches that analyze literature from various perspectives. It includes schools of thought like Marxism, psychoanalytic criticism, feminist theory, and post-colonial studies. Critical theories explore themes related to power, identity, ideology, and social structures within literary texts. And lastly, structuralism. It originated in the mid-20th century and draws attention from linguistics. It focuses on identifying underlying structures and patterns in literature. Structuralists analyze recurring motifs, symbols, and narrative elements to uncover deeper meanings. That will be all for the first video of Literature 7. Thank you.